Now I'm going to be tying a basic jig head type nymph pattern. This is a quill bodied version. Gold head, tying some with copper heads and black heads. It's always best to have a mix. Jig heads, or the jig type hook, really popular flies, especially any time of the year really, but in the winter months especially. The jig hook I'm using, this is one from Fully Mill. It's fabulous as you can see, and it's a size 16. Tungsten bead is a 2mm gold. Thread, it's going to use a uni yellow in 8/0. So I'm just start the thread just at the bead itself. Take the thread down about a quarter of the way and come back up. Now I'm tying some legs, but what I'm doing here is I'm using up, these are long, well marked partridge feathers. These have been dyed yellow, and they're really long, not so good obviously for the small weights or whatever. You can tie bigger weights with it if you want, but they're very good for you. I use these fibres up flies like this. Now what we do is remove the fluff from the bottom first. Now tear away the fibres to make sure they're lined up before you do that. You'll get two flies out of one feather. Now we tie these forward. Now it's just tying them in at this point to get some, it's easier to pull them back with the dubbing as you come back up. Now what I'm going to do here is get a length, looking for at least a shank length. So you tie these forward. You want them about, give yourself a space here so you can get some dubbing in front to hold them back. But what we can do is check the number of fibres. There's enough there to form the legs. A reasonable length. Spread them out if you want, just to fan them so you can easily split them when you come back up. Now come down, trim away the waist, and then continue down until we get to just to the point where we start to get around the bend. Now we're ready for tying in the tail. Now the fibres I'm going to be using for the tail, now you can use whatever you want, it's up to yourself. Now I'm using some, this is Coq de Leon, I've got a whole feather so you can see it. This is a white and Coq de Leon feather. I like to dye them. I mean, there's yellow, I've got brown, this is a a brown olive, which is a great colour, especially for nymphs. You take away the fluff first. Now what I'm going to do is just bring them out 90 degrees from the stem. Now the fibres are very fine, so don't be shy with the number. Just make sure they're lined up. Bring them together. You're looking for a tail length, it's round about the shank length of the hook. Just hold them in your finger and thumb. Now I do a turn on top, keeping hold of the tips of the feather. Then come underneath, let the tips go, and then pull with this turn, lift and get them to sit on the top. Slightly spreading the fibre, just like that, and it looks okay. And then we can come up, making sure these are tied in, but I'm using that to bulk up the body to help me get a taper. Just trim away the excess, carry on up. Wax on my thread here. Then I'm going to head back down. When you come down about 3/4 of the way, and then come back up. I want a taper here, you see. And then I'm going to come back down, continue towards the back, and that should level things up. Then I'm going to get some, this is Peacock eye feather dyed yellow, which I've stripped using bleach to get most of the fibres away. So I'm taking one out to get a nice quill body. Then we tie it in at the tapered end, so I've got a tapered start. Just catch this, and then we wind up. You can see you've got a nice taper in the body. To this point here, leave a good thorax length. Then I'm going to wind over some super glue. This is a Fully Mill super glue. Just apply it with the brush. Comes with the brush, so. And then we work our way up. Just taking your time. Remember, the glue's holding the quill, and it does hold extremely well. Keep going to get to this point here. and then we can tie off. It's a simple fly to tie. There's no thorax cover on it, you don't need a thorax on it. Now, basically, because of the jig hook, the fly's going to sit upside down, so that's why the legs are on the top. Dubbing, if you're using you could use a squirrel dubbing dyed brown. You could use rabbit or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is mix in some glister, or in this case ice dub. And this is a brown olive. Just a couple of fibres, just blend them together. Then we dub it onto our thread. It's easy to dub on. Get a nice shape in your fly, just tighten it up when you need to. I want to get a turn or so in front. So we got a couple of turns anyway. There's the legs, just draw them back. Yeah, take away the excess. Now, as I say, your fly's going to be sitting like that, so you've got a nice spread of fibre. The legs, so simple to tie. And then what I like to do is colour up the thread with a brown marker pen. Just give it a second, and before I do, I put some super glue on the thread. A couple of turns, and then wet finish, and that's it. Super glue will stick, hold the wet finish. Basically that's it. So you could tie them really quick, change the colours, change the bead colour, change it to whatever you like, just to get an idea what it should look like. When it's sitting in the water, just put it in this wee holder. But anyway, that's the way it's going to sit, just like that. It sits up. You can jig this off the bottom. A nice profile, nice shape. Colours, as I say, you can go a nice brown, yellow, olive type, anything like that works extremely well. So, as I say, change the bead colour if you want. Change it to copper. I've got one here, it's the copper. Change the look of the fly. Black is some of the other ones I'm going to be tying, so I hope you enjoy that.